Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. I shared with you my last video. Follow the points before starting your studies. I hope the video would be helpful for you. Today in this video I am going to share with you make your reading effective. Students of Masters in English have to read many books in English. So these tips will be very helpful for the students of MA English especially, and for all the students who read in English at any level. Let us move to the steps how you can make your reading effective. First of all, my first step is vocabulary. Vocabulary is always a difficult task for English students. Dear viewers, enhance your vocabulary if you grasp the meaning of the written content. Use dictionaries and try to use the dictionary translation from English to English. It will not only enhance your vocabulary but also it will improve your English language also. So use the dictionary. First of all, when you read any paragraph, any page, point out and underline the difficult words and keywords. Memorize them, keep them in your mind, because these keywords will enable you to comprehend the content correctly and comprehensively. So vocabulary is main point. Sometimes if you misinterpret any word, the concept and theme, you may change it totally and completely. The message writer want to convey you might be manipulated by misunderstanding any word. So vocabulary, enhance your vocabulary. It will enable you to comprehend the written paragraph. My second step is analyze character. While you are reading literature, English literature, any play, any novel, even poetry, there might be many characters mentioned by the writer. So analyze the character one by one. There might be two dimensions to analyze any character. First one is a physical appearance of character. Physical appearance, I mean character's height, his facial expressions, his complexion, hairstyle, dressing, all these features or physical appearance of character. Jot them down, keep them in your mind. The second one step to analyze any character is inner character. Inner character means his actions, habits, attitudes, character's relationship with other characters, how a character behave over an incident, over a disaster, how a character behave with another character, how character behave into a society, what is his aptitude, what is his thinking, views. All these features are part of the inner of any character. So to evaluate any character or analyze any character, you must keep in your mind 2 points: his physical appearance, what is his height, and what is his facial expression, hairstyle, his dressing, or any other feature the writer has described. You should keep in your mind. And his habits and his inner behavior is the second one step to analyze any character. My third step is incidents. When you read a story, novel, drama, there might be many incidents mentioned by the writer. These incidents also have 2 dimensions. First one is like physical appearance of character. There might be some outer factors who affect the plot of any novel or story. For example, any war, natural disaster, fate, chance, all these factors play vital role to change the change the way of any plot, change the life of any character. Incidents occur might be from the inner action of any character. Any characters misunderstanding the circumstances, misjudging the events and incidents, misjudging the other people's behavior, committing error, as Aristotle called it hamartia in his critical book Poetics. So these 2 factors, outer and inner, may cause the incidents. So understand them, underline them, and jot them down. How many incidents are taking place in the plot, and what are the role of incidents on the lives of the character, and how these incidents manipulate the plot and turn the plot. My fourth step is background or context. Any writing by the writer is written sometime in some political background, in some religious background, any revolution, like Charles Dickens' novel Tale of Two Cities is written in the context of French Revolution. So understand and have the basic knowledge about that revolution. That might be political revolution, religious revolution, or might be some social background, social disaster, any political upheaval, religious upheaval. So point out them and read their basic knowledge from your textbooks, relevant books, or any helping books. Next one, my fifth step, there might be some themes or literary terms used by any writer in the plot. For example, Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice, she has used domestic themes in her novel. Marriage is a theme. There might be more than one themes in any novel or any writing. There is also, she also has used Pride and Prejudice theme. And there might be some literary terms used by a writer in any story. For example, Ahmad Ali novel Twilight in Delhi, he has used symbolism. There might be some irony. If you are reading poetry, there might be used by poetic terms, literary terms, simile, metaphor. All these terms I will explain in my upcoming videos one by one. So dear viewers, these are the 5 steps. If you follow them during reading, you can make your reading effective and you can comprehend the written content, and you will be able to put your views, your own ideas, your creative writing on the page if you comprehend the written content. So my upcoming videos will be about the other tips. I will give you for your writing skills, and all these points I have discussed I will explain them one by one in detail. So dear viewers, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, like it, share it with others. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.